Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today is the day I finally review the Playseat Evolution. So let's dive into it. Playseat is a Dutch company and can be considered as a global player that has provided us with entry-level cockpits for the last 2 decades. One of the seats that has known a lot of success during this period is undoubtedly the Playseat Evolution. For many people that want to buy a sim racing cockpit these days, they will just go to Google or their second-hand site of choice and fill in Playseat, like they would fill in BIC when searching a ballpoint or PRIT when they want an adhesive stick. Playseat became the name of a cockpit that you can use for sim racing. So the question I want to answer today is it any good? The Playseat Evolution is made out of 2 pieces, one holding the steering wheel and pedals and the other being the seat. For configuration there is a bar connecting the 2 pieces. You just sit in the chair and push your pedals to a comfortable distance and screw the bolt into place. Very straightforward. The steering wheel is mounted on a central bar that goes between the legs down. The steering wheel holder can be slid upwards in an angular movement to bring the steering wheel closer and higher or further and lower. The angle for the pedal base can be changed to bring the pedals up or down. I had to balance it out as well because it doesn't have any plastic feet you can put it on. Of course, for the pedal base you have some plastic feet, but not for the rest of the base. So that's very annoying. In all, a very minimal configuration, but again, I found a suitable position, so minimal is not necessarily bad. So this is where it gets a bit difficult. I'm sure there should be a way to stabilize this rig, but without the plastic feet. And after 10 minutes of searching a way to balance it, I gave up and put some spacers under the bar where the pedals are attached to. Also noteworthy, from all the seats I have tested so far that were not foldable, this one is the most easy to configure. Turn loose the bolts without any tools, slide the bar and tighten the bolt again. In all, I would give it 3.5 out of 5 for configuration. The sliding mechanisms work remarkably well. I couldn't find any deformations that caused for the sliding bars to get stuck. Playseat opted for the ellipse form tubes and it works out well. What works out less is the steering wheel holder bar. The design, while still okay for a 2-pedal base, simply it is not adequate for 3-pedal bases. Most of the time you can play a bit with the pedal faces, shifting them left, but you can rarely put your foot completely on the brake in a natural position. After a while, when you are really driving, you can feel it in your ankles, or at least I do. So I feel the spot where my ankle, or just above my ankle, rubs against the bar. The seat is made in some different varieties, but the fabric is usually plastic or alcantara. First thing is that it's comfortable at first, but after a while your back starts to hurt. It doesn't have a lot of support in the low region of the back. Second, and that is something that I will demonstrate. That's not good. Building quality is a bit of a difficult one. It's certainly not bad, but the amount of flex you have, the pedals, the pain in the back, it all adds up. 3 out of 5. For features, I would say that it is relatively compact and easy to configure, making this a real family chair. The seat itself does bend over so that it can be made relatively compact. The finishing of the chair, both fabric and design, can be in a lot of different variations. What I do miss is a decent stabilization of the chair. In all, even though it doesn't have much features, the one it does do weigh in quite well because of the family aspect. I would give this again a 3.5 for features. All the options you expect are there: display stand, gear shift holder, sliding rails for the chair, and one in particular, a braking pedal face to combine both the clutch and brake into one big brake. Unfortunately, only for the Logitech users. As always, most are overpriced, and especially the big brake, seeing that this is almost a necessity with 3 pedal bases, is very steep at €40. Nothing out of the ordinary, and 4 out of 5 seems to be correct. With a price of 280 up to 400 euro depending what edition you take, it falls in the entry level of racing seats. It's just too expensive, and you're way better off with the Playseat Challenge as a starter seat. It is much more configurable. It is you sit much better in that chair. You don't have that much flex on it. So the score for price will be a meager pass at 2.5 out of 5. With a final score of 3.2, the Playseat Evolution starts to show its age. It does have a certain air around it. It looks like an aesthetically pleasing racing cockpit, a lot more like the glorified beach chair that I would recommend in its place. And well, when you just start out and don't know how to identify a good chair, the marketing machine of the Dutch company will do everything it can to make sure you pick it. So now comes the hardest part of making the review, and that is selling the chair I reviewed and hope to get my invested money back. Thank you all for watching the video. I hope I helped you form an image of this chair. Don't forget a thumbs up or a subscription to the channel, and I will see you all next video.